guess just me tonight. Guess I'm by myself tonight. Nash just don't want to fucking hang out. He had Chinese food and he's bloated. Oh, that poor little thing. I'm just kidding. I haven't been streaming lately because I haven't really had nothing to say. I made a New Year's resolution and I'm gonna share it with everybody. I'm gonna stop taking the most hypocritical, gullible, ignorant people on the planet seriously because I spent this whole goddamn year doing that and I'm sick of it. I'm so tired of it. Whenever I see a tweet, I'm not going to quote tweet it. I'm just going to ignore it. Uh, I cannot go another year doing that. I just can't do it. This year wasn't that bad, but at the same time, like, I'm so glad this fucking year's over. Another thing for this year. For at least on Twitter, if you're crying about Donald Trump, the 45th president of the United States, who has been president since last year, I'm going to block you. uh, Same goes for like any other fucking previous president. I said the same thing to about Obama like 5 years ago. Nash used to just come on talking about arresting Obama a lot, and I'm like, dude, Obama ain't even president anymore. Who gives a fuck? Like, I don't want to hear about former presidents. I'm so fucking tired of it. Now, if Trump says something that gets me interested in talking about him, then we'll talk about it. Same goes with Obama. But if you're a fucking liberal and you're crying about a previous president still, you're getting blocked. Yeah, I might even do the same thing with conservatives. If you're crying about the 2020 election being, if you're still crying about the 2020 election, I'm gonna block you. The 2020 election was 2 years ago, and you guys are still crying about it. I'm so sick of it. You went 4 years going, "Oh, Donald Trump's your president. Donald Trump's your president." To now, you're acting just like the people you mocked. It's really pathetic. It's really pathetic. I just had the event. This year kind of sucked. Not just politically, but everything. It's kind of sucked. Only thing good I could say is that fucking the COVID restrictions got loosened. Oh, so I experienced something today. Uh, Somebody I knew needed a COVID test. He could not get a COVID test for the fuck of his for his life. He just couldn't get it. You couldn't schedule one today. You couldn't get one today. Couldn't get one. And I heard the media were talking about this too, about testing. That just lets me know that all these people are fucking. The media is scared the shit out of these fucking people. I swear. The media is scared the fucking shit out of these people, bro. Like, I used to think 4 or 5 years ago that the media was like dead and no one took them seriously. But after these last 2 years, it's just obvious to me that these people still listen to the media. And the media says something, they fucking believe it. It's insane to me. It's insanity. NBC can go on TV and say anything, and these motherfuckers will fall for it. It's fucking dangerous. We're never gonna fix this country until we fix our media. Until we hold our media accountable, we're never gonna be able. We're never gonna get this country back on track ever. Doesn't matter who's fucking in office. Until we get our media fixed, this country is never gonna be back on track, ever. Both NBC and CNN, every person working for that company should be fucking arrested. If you ask me. I'd go in detail about it. I'll start off with NBC. They're literally stalking fucking jurors, and CNN's doxing people. If that ain't criminal, what the fuck is? If that ain't criminal, what the fuck is? One thing I will say about this year, though, I was able to build this PC and was able to start streaming like I always wanted to. I've always wanted to stream and do this for like 5-6 years, my whole life basically, and now I'm finally be able to do it. If it wasn't for this computer and this stream right here, I probably would lose my goddamn mind. I remember before I started streaming, like in 2020, when all the COVID lockdowns happened, I was losing my mind. I swear to God, I was mentally ill. Like, I had, like, bipolarism or something. Like, someone will say something to me and I just start freaking the fuck out. And, like, now it's gone. It's just, this stream has really done something for me, honestly. It's done positive for my life. I really believe that. Even if it doesn't really get good views, like, it's just a positive in my life. That's why I do it. It ain't about the views for me. I don't care. I do get excited when my views go up, though, but I could have 2 people watch me right now, which I don't. I'm really talking to myself, and I'm happy. I looked at Rumble. Now, BitChute, I don't think their views are legit. I really don't believe that their views are legit. But, I went on Disney Plus. The Book of Boba Fett, I don't know. I might watch that. The Star Wars, I'm more interested in like Force users and stuff. But I'm a big fan of Boba Fett. I might go watch that. The Mandalorian's last season was really good. Now Mandalorian's next season I'm boycotting because of the Gene Carano thing. But last season was a good season of Mandalorian. That was a really good season. Is the Book of Boba Fett already out? Yeah, I already have episode 1 out. When did that come out? They had the original actor back, so that's awesome. This is actually... I'm actually glad this is existing. I'm actually glad that we have this in existence. What I am excited for is the Obi-Wan film. Now, I really wish that would be a movie theater film. Like, I don't really like Disney Plus. Nothing against like Disney Plus shows. I like having to be able to access shit at home, but I won't be able to go to the theater and watch that. That's something I like to watch in a theater. Like, that's something I really like to watch in a movie theater. Wish I had like my own movie theater. That'd be fucking awesome. Like, I wish I was like if you know those rich people got, they had like their own theaters. That'd be fucking awesome. I'll probably never use it though. I say that, but I probably wouldn't use it. I'll probably end up playing video games on it, to be honest with you. Probably. Star Wars, I would really like to see Mark Hamill. Not Mark Hamill. I want to see like a new actor play Luke, like similar to the young. Like they had this one guy. I don't know who his name is, but honestly, Mark Hamill's a good actor, but he's such a piece of shit person. I do not want him. I don't want to watch him in movies anymore. He's just a piece of shit. I'll be honest with you about it. When you straight up tell me how much you hate me every day, I'm not gonna fund your movie. I'm glad. Honestly, like, in my watch along, you didn't really see me care about Luke Skywalker dying. The main reason for that is because I'm so glad Mark Hamill ain't gonna be in any more movies. I can't stand that motherfucker. I'm sorry. If you spend your whole existence telling me how much of a piece of shit I am on Twitter, well, he doesn't say it to me he doesn't say it to me like he just talks about it in general like I do sometimes. Which when I go too far on this, like when I talk down to when I talk down to people like that, like I feel bad. He don't. That's the thing. He don't. He really wants to see like my death. Like if I died of COVID and Mark Hamill and he knew who I was, Mark Hamill will be on Twitter celebrating it. I can't. I can't be a fan of somebody like that. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. But then again, I'm also not mentally ill. Like I can watch a movie and not care about what the actors or fucking politics. Like Daisy Ridley, for example, she called off Trump supporting nut jobs, and I'm still a fan of hers acting. I'm a fan of hers still, but it's just for they. If you, everybody has a problem with Trump. Every sane person, anyways. Every sane person, anyways. Hopefully, ain't nothing on here. Oh, yeah, you can't even say this. Never mind. I'm just now on the road. Oh, sorry. One thing about YouTube, if you sing a song, you can get copyrighted for that. If you sing the lyrics, you can get copyrighted for it. Interesting fact, Parlor, I went a little too far on Parlor. I'm not going to recite what I said because I probably, I said someone should bully. Jake Ogre said some shit that really pissed me off about on backstage people. When I said, I'm just going to use the word bully. I didn't friend no one's wife, but I said someone should bully, wink wink, bully Jake Ogre. And, Parlor gave me incitement for violence. A violation. Now, here's the thing with Parlor. I can respect that with Parlor. I broke the rules on Parlor, a reasonable rule, and they gave me and they took the post down. I have no complaints at all. I broke the rule, a reasonable rule. Not political rule. None of that. Not because you want to censor half the population. Not because you want to push your agenda. I broke a rule. I broke a rule, a reasonable rule, and I accept that. See the difference here? You see the difference? How I'm acting? You see the difference here? Okay. And I'm shocked Parlor was even on the App Store. I heard they only had to put back on the App Store, so I reinstalled it. It's a good place for me to vent whenever I have to say something that's not loud on Twitter because you know you gotta push your agenda. Speaking of the agenda, like even when I try to get away from the agenda, like these ads, this propaganda bullshit, it's still in my face, and it makes me so goddamn mad. Every time every time I listen to the radio, there's some propaganda bullshit that pops up, and I just get when I'm driving my car, and I just want to punch that fucking radio. I swear to God. When I'm out in public or when I'm like not like focusing on it, I do not want to hear about your political fucking agenda on my TV, on my TV or on my goddamn radio. I swear to God, nothing pisses me more off than that shit. It does. It just fuck your fucking agenda. Fuck your stupid, hypocritical agenda. Fuck your agenda. That's how I feel about it. Fuck your agenda. Your hypocritical, unintelligent agenda. Fuck it. Fuck your agenda. Probably gonna do a Rumble only stream in a minute. See what we got to talk here. Oh, yeah, I do got a lot of things to say. Let's start off with this. Fucking embarrassing.
Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level. Look, there is no federal solution. This gets solved at a state level.
Here's the fact with that. I 100% agree with what he said. For the last 2 years, like I realized that the federal government really is not as important as people say they are. The federal government only really affects foreign shit, like from what I've seen. Because when the president really wants something, like that motherfucker really wants to lock this whole country down, but he can't. Trump wanted to open up the country, he couldn't. So I 100% agree with what you said, but here's the fact. Where's the outrage, guys? If that was Trump that said that, y'all be talking about this failed COVID response. Oh, Trump doesn't give a fuck. Trump's a piece of shit. When you vote him out of office, all this bullshit. But when Joe Biden says it, like it doesn't matter. And the only thing you got to say is that it's unvaccinated's fault. Which I can't even get in detail how stupid that is, because that's the dumbest goddamn thing I heard. But I can't go in detail about it until I get on Rumble. First off, the vaccine is Trump's funded vaccine, so you also look stupid. And also, before Trump, if Trump was still president, you would not be saying that. You people are the most hypocritical, ignorant, stupid motherfuckers I've ever fucking had to listen to in my goddamn life. These people talk about Biden, they're trying to spin it like that. These old vaccinated people are crying because Joe Biden won't stop COVID, but they won't get vaccinated. But the thing is, they're not. They're just showing you how hypocritical and stupid y'all are. That's it. These people that are unvaccinated, you need to realize they do not give a fuck about COVID like you do. They never gave a fuck about COVID at all. The only one scared of COVID right now is you. You're vaccinated and you're more scared of COVID than an unvaccinated person. Think about that. Think about that. Just think about it. It's ridiculous. So yeah, y'all retarded like always. You're stupid. You said that this man right here was going to stop COVID. As soon as we got him in office, COVID would end. And now you change your mind. That's on vaccinated fault. See, that's the whole point right there. There's no self-reflection. There's no self-guilt. Nothing. So why should I, when Trump does something, why should I care? Why should I be reasonable? Why? Explain to me. Why? When y'all not. Why? Why should I be reasonable? Why should I be honest? Because y'all are the most lying. I still am, but how? Why? Why should I be? I should just be a fake fucking clown like you. See, look. See what this motherfucker was saying a year ago? Look at that. Ah, what a fake fucking clown. Ah, fuck. You liberals are the most hypocritical people I've ever seen in my life. What is AOC crying about now? I don't even care, man. I don't even care. Oh, that's convenient. All day people were making fun of Ron DeSantis for not being at work today, but in reality he's actually taking a day off so he could see his cancer-treated wife. Like, yeah, okay. Y'all are pieces of goddamn shit, I swear to God. Poor little Joe. Someone says, let's go, Brad. The poor little Joe. Y'all have a fucking meltdown. A meltdown. But y'all treat Republican candidates like they're not even fucking human. It's so sad. Anyone says anything about Joe, you have a meltdown. It's weird to me. You can't even laugh at a meme. Like when there's a meme about Trump, I laughed at it. I made fun of it. Yeah, I still make jokes about Trump memes. And the thing is, y'all can't meme worth of shit. It pisses you off. I know it does. Y'all can't meme for shit at all. Y'all can't meme. The only memes y'all ever created are memes that Trump handed to you. Trump created every meme you ever made about him. It's hilarious. Let's Go Brandon's more creative than the memes y'all fucking said about Trump. You know why? Because all the memes Trump said, all the memes that y'all said about Trump were Trump created. Like the small hands thing. Y'all didn't come up with that. That was Trump. And the thing with Let's Go Brandon is the NBC created it, I agree. But the thing is, they did not intend for it to go to the way it was. They did not intend. Like, it's more creative. We're just going to start saying Let's Go Brandon, like, to make mock the media. That's more creative than talking about Trump's small hands, because that's something that he gave y'all. That he came up with the whole idea. He made the joke. He made it all. We actually created a joke. Y'all didn't even make a joke. Y'all just, like, just took Trump's joke and reused it. It's weird to me. The part where he's talking about his daughter, he created that too. He created that joke. We created Let's Go Brandon. Y'all can't be worth a fuck at all. It's funny. You remember those videos of the nurses dancing? They got copyrighted. That's just fucking hysterical. They gotta block that propaganda as much as they possibly can. They don't want people seeing nurses dancing. That doesn't work good for the agenda. They did not like that. Oh yeah, I'm streaming on my original channel, ain't I? I don't think nothing I said blog fucking against guidelines or whatever. The reason I didn't stream on this channel a month because I do not want to get I do not want to risk this channel because I had it forever. I don't think get a second strike and I can get it up again a first strike and then I get my whole channel deleted and I can't use it no more. I got multiple channels, but I mean I don't fucking want to get this channel deleted. I've already used this one because it's what I always had. And it's one of the most subs. I've even had to make a new Twitter account. This new Twitter I made is actually doing pretty good. This one has 33 followers. I think about going back to this one. Thing is, I don't really want this one getting deleted because there's a lot of tweets on here that I want to keep. So I might as well. I'm probably not going to use this one anymore for political stuff. One thing I hate about I had to turn notifications off of Twitter because these little like purple star things where they try to get you to like look at other people's tweets, they try to get you to log into Twitter. Like I don't want to see that shit.
Is broken. I'm sending a clear message to the world. America is broken.
The single most embarrassing moment in the history of our country was the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
The last time we were at Kabul airport, it was controlled by the US military. But today, it's these fighters, the Taliban.
This Taliban victory is something President Biden truly owned.
Unsustainable and under siege. The official July apprehensions numbers are in. The criminal cartels are running the entry into America.
When we have an open border, we're not just talking about the people, as we said. We're talking about the drugs that are coming in, the human trafficking, mostly in women.
This White House is doing nothing about the issue.
President Biden once again blaming others for his catastrophic failure on COVID. If you want a test, you're going to have to wait. Long lines are the norm as panicked Americans all across the country scramble to find tests.
There is no federal solution.
Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, what have you...
Another thing, back when the pandemic first started, these people were like talking about testing, how Trump was failed on testing, and now look at your testing now. You can't even get a goddamn test worth of fuck. Y'all savior fucking sucks. Like, you really believe that y'all really believe that a 47-year-old politician was gonna save you. You people, like, you people have no business voting, like, at all. I have more business voting than you do, and I don't even fight. Who the fuck am I? It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
You've been doing...
You cry about racism all day, but you vote for a guy that wanted to keep schools segregated. It's the most again, you're the most hypocritical, two-faced motherfuckers I've ever seen in my life. You cry about race all goddamn day, but then you vote for a guy that wanted to keep schools segregated. It's weird to me. Joe Biden was the kind of motherfucker that was arrested Rosa Parks for stealing back of the bus. That's the kind of motherfucker Joe is. He's like supported arrested Rosa Parks. Like, he's a piece of shit, and y'all really vote for him. He's a clown. But the fact is though that he's not the worst one there in that fucking The thing about Joe is he's not the worst person in that White House right now. That Kamala Harris ever becomes president, lock your doors. That's all I'm gonna say. Lock your doors.
because it hasn't been working on COVID.
President Biden facing a nightmare thanks to rising inflation and a supply crisis.
You can't find lumber to build a new home, can't find products to stock the shelves of your small business, can't find holiday gifts.
It begins to affect the price of bacon, the price of milk, the price of gas. This is the crisis that pays the biggest price for the Biden administration politically.
Inflation surging more than expected in September, with consumers paying 5.4% more for goods compared to last year.
Right now, inflation's at 6.8%. On Donald Trump's last day in office, January 20th, it was at 1.4%.
Inflation numbers out, consumer prices are up 6.8% last month, the biggest spike since 1982.
Gasoline prices are on the rise, and it's the same for home heating oil and natural gas.
Selling gas, the only station in town for $7.59 a gallon. $7.59.
It's a coast-to-coast crime wave brought to you by Democrats' weak and completely irresponsible crime policy.
A string of smash-and-grab robberies combined with an uptick in home invasion attacks have Los Angeles residents on edge.
Joe Biden, he and Kamala Harris are just trying to paper over the carnage. This was the equivalent of some old kook coming into the office and walking around with a clipboard trying to act like he's doing something, and he's not getting anything done.
Inflation surging.
The supply crisis.
Afghanistan. Conflict with the Chinese.
Gas prices are surging.
An inflation crisis, an energy crisis, a jobs crisis, an Afghanistan crisis, a COVID crisis, a southern border crisis, supply chain crisis.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
What am I doing here?
Goddamn Joe. Goddamn Trump. So there you go. Joe Biden's first year in office is a complete fucking failure. A complete goddamn failure. God. That's really the last motherfucker that y'all should... Y'all literally put a guy in charge of a crisis that's just the dumbest motherfucker. Trump did better to handle this shit than fucking Joe did. As soon as Joe got in there, everything got fucking 10 times worse. Haven't you noticed that? Just fucking, this country's burning, dude. The only motherfucker trying to save this goddamn country, y'all voted out of office. It's weird. It's just stupid. Y'all are stupid. Y'all have no business participating in topics that actually affects people's lives. Y'all should go talk about video games or movies or something, because y'all have no business with these talking about these topics or influencing anybody about these topics. That goes for all you fucking leftists out there, every fucking one of them, especially the ones at the top. Y'all have no business talking about people's lives at all. I'm probably going to do a Rumble-only stream in a minute. So I got some shit I like to say that's not allowed on YouTube. I might do reactions to that fight. I'm thinking about that. Honestly, I was cheering for Stylebender in the last fight. In the last time they fought, but now I'm kind of cheering for Robert Whittaker, because Stylebender just runs his mouth. Like, Whittaker's the nicest guy on the planet, and Stylebender has a problem with him. That's like the weird. It's weird. Like, it's weird to me. Honestly, I'm kind of glad Stylebender didn't win the light heavyweight championship last year, because if he would have won the light heavyweight title in an empty arena, that would have been the most boring fucking thing possible. I want him to go back to light heavyweight, try to win that title again, but I want it to be an actual arena of people. those empty arena shows had no business being $60. You can't have sports with empty arenas. You just can't. People used to like. People said that LMA is actually kind of good because you can hear the punches and shit, but no, it's not. I don't like that. When you get when you score a big knockout and it's just quiet, that just ruins it. It's just quiet. You can't hear nothing in it. It's in the WWE is the same way. Like when someone goes for the finishing move, it's just a fucking bunch of computers and a bunch of fucking classic old like 2010 SmackDown like audio of the crowd. Like it's just. But then again, I think WWE was better because you still had like that. At least you had it was kind of like the crowds were there. Like WWE did a better job at it than the wrestling sports did. The rest of them just sucked. Like I would have felt better if UFC was just canceled that year. Like seriously. People are gonna look back at this time like. People go look back at this time. Like they go see all these like sports shows, all these empty arenas, and they be like, God, the world was fucking crazy back then. Yeah, I know, I lived for it. It's kind of like how people look at 9/11. No way. I honestly believe COVID was worse than 9/11. I truly believe that. And you retard motherfuckers say January 6th was worse than 9/11. That's how stupid y'all are. COVID actually affected people's lives, not January 6th only affected like one person's life. No, it's just so stupid. Something wrong with you people. And from what I heard, that guy that died on January 6th, he didn't even die as a result of the riots, which I could be wrong about, but he died because he killed himself. That's not... And Ashley Babbitt... Y'all, if y'all cry about Ashley Babbitt, y'all are just hypocritical, because you talk down to Trump... I'm talking to the liberals, by the way. I'll get into the conservatives in a minute. Here's how I feel about Ashley Babbitt. Should she have been killed? I don't think the cop was in the wrong. But if I were to break into Area 51, I would expect to get shot. Ashley Babbitt should not have been in the Capitol building. That's how I feel about these conservatives, by the way. Ashley Babbitt should never have been in the Capitol building. At all. Nah, I hate seeing someone get shot. Like, but her family should have stopped her from doing that. Like, it's weird to me. Like, I have a lot of questions to Ashley Babbitt's family. Like, why did y'all just let her just turn into a political fucking maniac? Like, it's just weird to me. Trump told them all to protest outside the Capitol. They all just broke into it. It's just so stupid. I had the same reaction to January 6th if it was Black Lives Matter burst into it. That's how you know I'm not biased or Or a hypocrite. Because if it was Black Lives Matter breaking into the Capitol building, liberals be defending it. Like, it's the most hypocritical shit. And another question, why does all these Democrats always get investigations? There's been like 3 or 4 Trump investigations. We haven't even got one Joe Biden investigation yet. It's pathetic. Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton combined have done like some of the most corrupt shit in this country's history, and like there was never been one investigation. Barack Obama included. Those 3 people, like, they've done the most corrupt shit in this country's history, and not one investigation. It's just pathetic. James Comey's clown ass fucking even investigate Hillary Clinton. That's why I kind of like Trump when fired. I'm kind of glad Trump fired him because he was shit at his job. When you suck at your job, you deserve to get fired. Probably gonna switch to Rumble. Turn YouTube and Twitter off.